Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. And this episode brought to you by Bitdefender Small Business Security. You go home at night and lock the doors of your house, click, click. You leave your car, boop, boop, and you lock your car, but do you ensure that your small business is secure? I want you to do that. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon, the Monday edition, but you could be listening to this on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, any day of the week, and we're so glad you're here today. My weekend, in fact, was amazingly well. It's been the first Sunday I've been back here in the vacation capital of the world after spending 2 months in California. My daughter gave birth to a new baby, so excited for her and her growing family, and our growing family for that matter, and I hope you are well and blessed. We have a great episode today. 4 key points we're going to talk about today. One, we're going to touch on Jason Pfeiffer, founder of Basecamp at 37 Signals. He said, what do you do if you got $2 million and you just sold your company? What should you do? Seth Godin talks about acting now. Walmart CEO issues a wake-up call. AI is going to change literally every single job. And Cody Sanchez, I believe it is. I get these contrarian thinking. Cody Sanchez, she always posts interesting insight and says how to escape the rat race economy. So glad you're here today. Ayanna, thanks for being here. Viewer numero uno. Ayanna of the Musical Web gives performances. Check her out at Musical Web and also teaches piano and more, I'm sure. So Ayanna, thanks for being here. Always make my day, bring a smile to my face that you've taken the time and seen my show, The Rundown with Ramon, worthy of your time. When I show up, you show up, Ayanna. So thank you so much for doing that. Glad you're here today. So let's begin. This is The Rundown with Ramon, brought to you by Bitdefender. Check this message out before we begin.
It starts with something small. An email, a phone call, a fake invoice. It looks real. It sounds urgent. One wrong move, and your business pays the price. Small businesses are easy targets for cyber criminals. With Bitdefender, they lose every time. Enjoy unstoppable security and real peace of mind so you can fight for success, not against cyber threats. Real-time protection, zero stress. Get Bitdefender today.
All right. This message brought to you by Bitdefender. Number one, ding, 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 ding. Cody Sanchez of Contrarian Thinking says how to escape the rat race economy. You'll see the picture I have here by Dip Wheeler on Twitter, it looks like, says you financed a $12.78 steak bowl from Chipotle. This is some of the world that some of the young people are in where they're financing everything. Should we be doing that? A study says, what are millennials most afraid of? War, 17%, death, 20%, debt, 33%. I'm not sure where the study came from. Its source says American Psychological Association's annual Stress in America survey. Over the years, we've heard from thousands of people about their relationships with money. The patterns are very clear, says Cody Sanchez. For some, it's a fling. For others, it's a toxic dependency. And for a few, it's a disciplined partnership. Cash comes in, cash goes out, no commitment, no discipline. For some, it's a fling. For others, it's toxic dependency, high earnings with endless debt and constant anxiety. And for a few, it's a disciplined partnership designed to compound over time, which is a good one. The common denominator, most of the challenges stem from the fact that people were never taught the first principles of money. Without these, says Cody, people usually end up on a monetary treadmill, what we know as the rat race. So what do we do about this? How can we get off this rat race? And she says understanding 2 things is important. One, the consumption trap. Ask 10 people to define money and you'll get 10 variations of the same thing. It's a medium of exchange. A better way to think about it, money is stored value. You trade money for something you believe the value of that thing is equal to or greater than the value of the dollars you give up. That's what money is. Second thing Cody asked is, what is your relationship with money? What is your relationship with money? And a lot of that comes actually from your experiences as a child. And she gives a few things that requires absolute basics of financial literacy. One, face the numbers, journal your expenses. Most people avoid this because of the ostrich effect. The less they look, the less real the problem feels. Control the flow, create a budget and live below your means. Decide what you'll spend before the month begins and stick to it. Build a buffer, an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses keeps a layoff or hospital bill from wiping you out. So this is insight from Cody Sanchez. Second thing she says is the power of production. When it comes to money, defense keeps you from losing the game, but offense wins championships. The power of production. And here's what Cody Sanchez means. Graham Stephan doesn't make $100K a month by cutting coupons. Dave Ramsey didn't build a 9-figure net worth by skipping lattes. They mastered their burn, how much they spent, yes, but eventually moved well past the consumption phase and deep into production or value creation. Identify a problem, create a solution, deliver that solution at scale. The leverage comes from the scale. Cutting a latte might save you $5 here and there, but it's not going to make you $5 million. Solving a problem for thousands of people and owning part of the business that delivers a solution that could make you $5 million. So the bottom line of the day, those of you who want to make more money, who want to make more money, what's up, Alexandra Nicole? The bottom line for you is to do two things. One, be careful how much money you're spending. Yes, that's important. Do not spend more than you make. Save money, yes. But more importantly than that, or equal to that, also be sure that you're investing money and that your money is working for you. This is important. So I want you to be not in the rat race forever and ever and ever of catching up in debt, and scared to move forward. But I want you also to invest your money and have your money work for you and have you make money. Everybody, you already know my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon show. Definitely check out our friends at Bitdefender, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Do that for me, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Check that out. Download our software to make sure your business is safe and secure and snug at night. And if you want to protect your brand, check out a special offer that I have at protectyourbrand.com. I think it's protectyourbrand.com. I should know what it is because I built the website, right? I think it's protectyourbrand.com. I always forget, or is it secureyourbrand.com? It must be, I was wrong. It's secure. There we go, secureyourbrand.com. Yes, secureyourbrand.com. Check that out to get my little booklet on how you can be more secure for your brand at secureyourbrand.com. All right, moving forward. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, Walmart CEO issues a wake-up call for AI. Alexandra, I don't know if this is just blowing hot smoke. Ayanna, I don't know if this is real, Ayanna, or if this is not a real thing. You're hearing more and more CEOs say this, but some say it's true, some say it's not. Walmart CEO issues a wake-up call. AI is going to change literally every job. He says a headcount and expect this to stay flat over the next 3 years, despite growth plans as AI eliminates or transforms roles. So yes, the net role may be the same, 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 5 people, but the roles will shift and we'll be getting more and more productivity, more and more solutions with the same amount or less people. Executives aren't sugarcoating the message. Artificial intelligence will wipe out some jobs and reshape its workforce, says Walmart. Now the country's largest private employer is making plans to confront the reality. It's very clear that AI is going to change literally every job, says Chief Executive Doug McMillon this week in one of the most pointed assessments to date from a big company CEO on AI's likely impact on employment. Some jobs and tasks at the retail giant will be eliminated while others will be created, says Walmart's CEO. For now, Walmart executives say the transformation means the size of its global workforce will stay roughly flat, even as its revenue climbs. It plans to maintain its headcount of around 2.1 million global workers over the next 3 years, but the mix of those jobs will change significantly, said Donna Morris, Walmart's chief people officer. We've got to do our homework so we don't have those answers. So what is the lesson learned for us? 2 things, I believe it is. For the entrepreneur, for the business owner, let us make sure we are leveraging AI in all its glory for our businesses. I use AI extensively. This show I'm going to be using AI for. The moment it's done, I'll take the recording, download it, put it up to Restream, and have the recording translated or transcribed into text. And when 2 or 3 clicks, I'll send that and get a podcast description and an article that's good enough for zoneofgenius.com. For the employees, for those who want a job, for those who want to work, make sure you're up-leveling your skills, that you know how to leverage AI. You know how to leverage AI for business. You know what it can do and what it can't do and how you can maximize it to help your job role and the job role 1 or 2 levels above you maximize its success. Don't put your head in the sand. AI is here and it's only going to get better and better and better and be more pervasive inside corporate America and corporate globally. Make sure you have a question. Do I want to be part of the experience, or will I be the bump in the road that gets, boom, run over by the train? The choice is ours. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon, the daily dose you need to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. I hope you're enjoying it, because I got a few more things for you to say, for you to know. Seth Godin, his blog is always juicy and useful. And he says the following in his blog. It's titled Act Now. I enjoyed it. Seth Godin says, start where you are. Start with what you've got. Start now. Now is the perfect moment. It only feels fast if we're rushing. Don't rush, but act with deliberate progress. And so juicy, I'm going to say it again. Start where you are. Start with what you've got. Start now. Now is the perfect moment. It only feels fast if we're rushing. Don't rush, but do act. Make a decision with deliberate progress. The choice is ours. This relates back to AI. Do we start, do we do, or do we keep our head in the sand and not do anything? Alexandra Nicole, love this. I'll tell you if you tell me. What's your favorite app that you're using to expedite your content editing? My favorite app, and again, they're all the same in my opinion. They're all relatively the same. They're all getting better and better, and they all of them are equal to some degree. But I'm using ChatGPT. I had subscriptions to Claude, which I'm probably going to stop using. Copilot is great too, but ChatGPT, I'm really just using it by default. I have projects, I have folders. I have a folder called Family, a folder called Business, a folder called Editorial, a folder called The Rundown with Ramon Show, a folder called The Rundown with Ramon Podcast, not folder, but they call it projects, where I put everything in there. And in those little discrete projects, Alexandria, the intelligence is memorized. I have long form prompts that I don't have to write over and over again. I just save it and keep doing it over and over and over again with one click virtually. So that's what I use. I'd love to know what you're using, Alexandria. Do tell, let us know. Welcome to everybody, the Rundown with Ramon. Insight here from Jason Fried. He says a young entrepreneur in his mid-20s emailed him asking for some advice. He had just sold his business and ended up with a couple of million in liquid cash. He wanted to know if he should invest it, use it to build a new company, or do something else with it. Jason Fried said, I just said don't lose it. Do nothing with it. Put it in the bank, something safe, earning a little but not too much. That it's at risk. Money doesn't need to work. It can rest. Leave it be. You're 26. You can get back to work. A couple of million liquid cash is a huge haul. Maintain, don't lose. Always have that. And add more to that safe pile as you go. That's yours now. Keep it that way. Powerful, powerful insights. And I encourage all of us to know that, all of us to understand how to leverage the power of money to, yes, save it, but yes, always invest in it as well. And don't forget, go to protect your brand, or rather secureyourbrand.com, secureyourbrand.com, to download my free guide on how to secure your brand at secureyourbrand.com. And remember, this episode brought to you by Bitdefender. Check this little 32-second message out from Bitdefender before we get ready to wrap up.
Running a business is tough. Cyber threats make it even tougher. Phishing scams, ransomware, one click can cost you everything. Bitdefender stops threats before they strike. No IT skills needed. Bitdefender, your go-to cybersecurity partner. Easy to use, impossible to outsmart. Just security that thinks ahead. You run the business. We stop the threats. Get Bitdefender today. Trusted. Always.
I encourage you to check out secureyourbrand.com, secureyourbrand.com. Also, please visit us at zoneofgenius.com. Bella is here. Thanks, Bella, for joining us on the Rundown with Ramon. I appreciate you being here today. As we get ready to wrap up, we talked about a few things. One, we talked about the power of not running the rat race of money. Cody Sanchez talked about that today. What a great insight she had. Walmart CEO talks about AI is going to change everything. That is a fact. The question is, what will you do with it? Seth Godin, act now. Jason Fried, what do you do if you earned $2 million? And the power of securing your brand, secureyourbrand.com. Listen, be blessed. Have an amazing day. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Appreciate Alexandria, you being here. Iana, you being here. Bella, you being here. We got a lot in store for you all over the next few months. Stay here. This is the place to be at. And don't miss out. You definitely want to subscribe to and see us at zoneofgenius.com. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. And make a difference in the life of somebody else. I love it. I love it. Alexandria says, I'm loving StreamYard for podcasting, captions for short form content, Alexandria. ChatGPT for copy for my posts and email campaigns, Canva, and CapCut. Love it. I'm using Opus Clip, Alexandria, for my video editing and things, but CapCut is probably just as good or about the same. So thanks for being here, Alexandria. I really appreciate you. Y'all check out Alexandria Nicole on LinkedIn and on Facebook. She's an amazing human helping business owners grow and thrive. If I can serve you, help you in some way, reach out to me, anybody. You know where to reach me, Ramon at zoneofgenius.com. Be blessed. Have an amazing day and see you tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m.